All right. Whew. It's hot out here and I'm tired. Okay, so we're gonna head back to the house. And see if whew, we can cool down because it's hot. It's hot out here. Okay? Made 3 deliveries. That's it. Okay, so I text her that their order has been delivered. Okay, because they wanted a text. You know, giving specific requests. When you're in service, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so now I'm offline. And I'm hot, so I'm headed back to the house because I'm wearing all black. And I thought it was going to be in the 60s, and actually it's 82 degrees right now. So I'm hot for sure. But I'm trying to get myself used to being active every day. Like, I had to go up 2 flights, two sets of 3 flights looking for this one apartment. Yeah. And I did feel a little bit winded, but not really, because I don't know, maybe I'm not out of shape like I was. Maybe. So, yeah, we're going to head back to the house. And even though we only made like $15 or less, we're just gonna have to be satisfied with having made something as opposed to not making anything at all. Okay? Because, you know, we don't want to be standing at an intersection begging. No. That's not our destiny, to be sitting at an intersection begging. Nope. So, we've been out here probably about 2 hours now, and so that kind of seems to be, you know, my preferred sessions is to do like 2 hours, take a break, and then if I can, I just wish, my car would like charge faster at the house. But yesterday, after I had went home, I was trying to see how fast, my car charges at the house, and it was not fully charged for several many hours. So that's something that, I have to take under consideration, that it's a slow charge at the house. It's a slow charge. So I'm at 30%, and I don't want to do another one at this time. But what I did learn is when I'm accepting these orders, that I'm going to have to see, if there's a number at the top. If there's a number at the top, that means that there might be more than one order that you're picking up. So that was another learning lesson. Another learning lesson. Because I had accepted an order and didn't realize that it was actually two separate orders at different locations. So, still learning. Still learning. So one of the things that I didn't like about that last order was it indicated to text them at a certain number once the order was delivered. What I don't like about that is you have to text them using your phone number. I mean, it would be different if you could text them from the app, right? If you could text them from the app that your order is being delivered, then, no problem. But when you have to text them from your phone number that your order has been delivered, somebody that you don't want to have your number could have your number. You see? And that was one of the things that I didn't like. So, I text them that their order was delivered, on my other phone rather than my main phone. Right? So, oh wow, those hibiscus was beautiful. Anyway, I need to stop spending money. And it got hot. It's starting to cool down just a smidgen. But it wasn't my plan to be out here in the hot sun. We're gonna go back to the house. We might get out and take another walk later on. It's still early. There's still about 3 more hours of daylight left. But, I get a little frazzled when I'm going more, when I'm going more long distance and you got these specific instructions and like I said, I do have a small problem with that notion that, somebody wants you to text them, And another thing is the internet. It's been tethering lately. And I don't like that. So, it looks like, they got people picking up orders. But, I don't know how they're doing that. How they're picking up orders. Or they're giving out orders. Dang. Something's wrong with that. But I went to one order and at Whataburger, and it wasn't there, and they said that it was picked up by somebody else. So that was like three combo meals, right? 3 combo meals, that would be at least almost $20 to $30 worth of food that was picked up by somebody else. Which is why I was very frustrated. But fortunately, the next business over was Chick-fil-A, and I was able to pick up an order there. And I was like, okay, I ain't so mad that, my trip was completely a loss. That's when we have problems. We have problems when, we get out and we make a whole trip and it's just a whole complete bust. Sometimes I can't help but to think that, it's people trying to beat the system. When something like that happens, I can't help but to think it's either people trying to beat the system or somebody made a mistake and gave out the wrong order. And you're supposed to verify your order before you leave. And it would say, verify order before you leave. So somebody not verifying their order before they leave, can get themselves into a whole different kind of trouble. Right? Because they're either they're delivering the wrong order to somebody, or these businesses are going to have to or these businesses are going to have to, figure out a way that they don't lose money, due to a mistake in the pickup. So they're like, well, we don't have that order, but there's an order, sitting up there. Somebody must have gave out the wrong order. Which is not good. But like I said, because that was like three combo meals. You gonna give out the wrong order on the 3 combo meals? You gonna pick up an order that you didn't verify that it was your order to pick up? Yeah, it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty. So my battery is at 50%. So I'm gonna take it on home and put it back on charge. One of the things that I was trying to decide about doing was purchasing one of the pizza insulating bags. They'll let you purchase it either on payments, or you can purchase it outright. And I think I'm gonna purchase it. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to purchase it from DoorDash or if I wanted to purchase it from Uber. But I'm thinking I want to purchase it from Uber and not DoorDash. Because it just seems like more people are doing Uber Eats than are doing DoorDash. I like DoorDash better than Uber Eats, but I'm different, right? Just like I like YouTube better than TikTok, right? More people are on TikTok than is on YouTube. But to me, YouTube is more sophisticated and more intellectual than TikTok. That you'll learn, you'll learn something from YouTube, whereas, TikTok, it seems like it's more about being entertained. And sometimes, being entertained, can be like a violation into your membrane. So we're almost back at the house. Hold on.